All 52 cards in his range.
Any hand he opens, just know it's probably pretty good.
All right, here we go, guys. Good luck to everybody. NE6.
What's happening, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. Best Bet Live. Tonight we're watching 2-5 No Limit Hold'em, deep stacked cash on a 15-minute delay live out of Best Bet Jacksonville. My name's Dustin Shacklock, and it looks like we're already into the first hand. Right off the rip, Kyle waking up with 2 jacks. Kyle's there in the 9 seat, so it looks like he was under the gun. And he just limped them, I think. Yeah, it looks like $20 pot so far. Looks like Kyle decided to limp the 2 jacks. Picks up a couple limpers behind. Not the best flop for 2 jacks in a limped pot. D Parks in the chat. Where is your boy Crick? He's first on the list. I don't know if he's here yet. I think we had some really bad weather here in Jacksonville, so I think some of the players were a little late getting to the game. But he's first on the list. He might even be here already. He just he didn't make it into the game when we fired it up. All right, we're off.
Just had the sights on you the entire time. I know it's this psychopath of all people, right?
I had aces the first hand, so I put it down here so I can see it.
Got a couple out-of-towners in the game today. The Ship It crew. They come here to Jacksonville pretty often. Looks like tonight we got most of them all in the same game. Should be a fun one. Playing 2-5 no limit, hold them deep stack. We're going to let them straddle the button. Try to juice it up a little bit. We let them buy in for up to 15 if they want. Should be a fun game.
We did Super Bowl, so. Two, yeah, 2 and 2.
Second hand of the night, 4-way action, already 100 in the middle pre-flop. Corey was the initial raiser there in the 2 seat. Bumped it up with ace-9 off. Flopping middle pair. Blocking the nut flush draw. Ship It there in the 4 seat. He's been on the stream a couple times. Plays here in Best Bet Jacks pretty regularly. Gets 2 folds, heads up to the turn. Queen of Clubs pairs the board. Ship It getting after it with ace-high here. He bets 80 into about 210, gets quickly called from the 2 pair. Third queen on the river. Corey improves to queens full. Ship It had a little showdown value there on the river, but Corey's 9 was good. Full house good. We got a couple names on the list, guys. If you're in the area, you want to jump in this game, stop by. Put your name on the list. We'll get you in as soon as there's an open seat. 2-5, no limit hold'em, deep stack cash, 200 min, $1,500 max. Button straddles, cocktail service, plus all your friends can see how good you play on the internet or how bad you play on the internet. Little ace-queen offsuit in the hijack action from Nathan here. Looks like he just men clicks it to 10. Is that right? Yeah. Looks like he just men clicks it there. Picks up a couple callers. 4 ways to the flop. Kyle with a pair and a flush draw. Checks it out of position. Kyle's in the small blind this hand. Checks the 8-5 suited. Bottom pair and a flush draw. Nathan double barreling the turn here. Kyle's never folding. Kyle makes 2 pair. 10s and 5s with the nut flush draw. 10s and 5s with an 8 and the nut flush. Not the nut flush draw. 10s and 5s with an 8 and a flush draw. Good. Picks up a quick 85. Four hands in. We're already pushing some chips around. It's going to be a fun game. A lot of times these streams get off to a slow start and then they gain some momentum, but we're 4 hands in. We've already pushed a couple $100 around the table. I'm into it.
Actually, we'll start on the small one.
10,000, no 10.
Actually, we'll start on the small.
In all seriousness, how you been?
Poker Goat, I'm not sure what you're asking. How do you join the game?
Okay. It's 10. Oh, he's fold. Yeah, fold. 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds, 5 folds, 6 folds.
Looks like we got a button straddle here from Kyle. Folding around to FX there in the 7th seat. Poker Goat, you got to be in the building, and you just throw your name on the list, man. Just put your name on the list, and as soon as there's an open seat, we'll get you in the game. We'll just go in order of the list, call it down. As soon as something comes up, we'll get you in. There we go, little cocktail service action. Poker Goat, here what I'll do, I'll get the schedule for you and I'll drop it right here in the chat. If you want to get in any of the games, I'll tell you how to do it. Let me find the schedule for you and I'll drop the live stream schedule in the chat. Jason in the chat, does this go live all the time? We run a live stream game twice a week, 2 days a week. We run a game, a live stream game. We changed the game though. It's not always 2-5. Sometimes we run 2-2, no limit hold'em, deep stack. I think the next game is a 5-10-25 no limit hold'em. We do some PLO, we do some limit Omaha. We do all kinds of games. We do it twice a week, and then if we have big tournaments, we do final tables. Twice a week live cash. Sometimes final tables of our big events. I'll get the schedule for you guys. I'll drop it here in the chat. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, you should be able to hit that link there in the chat, and that's the full list of all the games we have scheduled through the end of the month. If you want to get into any of those games, just shoot an email to johnnyp@bestbetlive, and we'll get you on the list.
If we're playing carnival games, like I get a bonus.
They stick together sometimes.
Tom Panda Brady. Yeah, the action's always good here, man. There's always a lot of games, and the action's always good no matter what time of day you come through. There's always 2 or 3 2-2 games and 2 or 3 2-5 games, even first thing in the morning. And then on the weekends, This place is out of control.
He's so proud of that.
I'm so happy.
He's so proud of it.
I am.
At the golf course today?
Yeah.
Can't stop the
I'm
ball.
so happy.
What a tea time. He's got a bigger smile than you last. What time was tea time?
Simple.
That's not bad.
I contribute. That's the main thing about it.
12 out of 72 strokes were his. The other 60 were his ringer.
No.
They played.
60 were his
They
ringer.
played baseball when the other guys went in the water.
Max contribution.
And he wanted a
Mike,
handicap.
Looks like another button straddle here.
5 players.
Stella in the chat, if you're referring to the light blue chips, those are $1 chips. So reds are 5, light blue 1, green 25, black 100.
Fleming Island.
I was trying to get Mike to play tomorrow, but he said y'all gotta be back by 7. We gotta be in Tampa.
I'm trying to go fishing tomorrow morning.
Players.
If I can get up early enough, it's about 6:30.
Kyle in there with another flush draw, straight draw. Jeff there in the 3C with the gutter ball, the queen 10 offsuit, trying to spike that jack one time.
First up, bro. First up.
are they on it?
FX betting that second ace, he takes it down. All right, guys, I don't know what happened there. We lost audio. We had to do a quick restart, but we're back up now. Audio's back. I'm back. Game's back on. Still going. Sorry about that. But back in the action now. We had some really bad weather here in Jacksonville. It's still going on. I guess that had something to do with it. Sorry about the delay. We're back and cracking. Still playing 2-5 no limit, hold 'em deep, stack cash with the Ship It boys. I'm Dustin Shacklock. We're on a 15-minute delay. Live on location here at Best Bet Jacksonville. Got some of that beautiful North Florida pre-tropical storm weather going on out there. But here we go. All right, looks like back in the action, back to the button straddle. I think that's Mike there in the 1 seat, taking advantage of it.
Comes back around to him.
Four players. That's 40.
Why'd you say that?
That's a show. The bug's a show. We want a flyer.
You made $300 bucks. Go for it.
Who you want again?
We won this other dude.
What's the name?
Hey, Kurt.
Clint?
No, Clint's like fourth up. This guy came from North Carolina. Or South Carolina. Where'd you say?
Naples.
Naples.
How much do you have pretty close to
What do you
South
have
Carolina?
Yeah,
Like 5, 6,
Steve, why you keep checking it out?
600 by seats for sale. That's what I'm. That's my.
Looks like the solution there in the 1 seat, flopping top there. Russ there in the 8 seat's got some mystery cards. Looks like they didn't read, but he's getting after it there on the river. Maybe he made like a 2-pair, king 10, maybe like a, I guess he could have flopped a straight. Could have had the old queen jack ball. We're going to find out here momentarily. Solution makes the call. Looks like 2 face cards. Maybe he's got the queen jack. Turn the straight. Could have floated with the king queen on the flop, caught up on the river. Looked like he had 2 face cards, 2 picture cards. Think GTO, we're going to make it 2-5-10 pretty soon. It's going to go 10-2-5. It's going to be the button straddle 10-2-5-50. That's usually how these games go. 10 on the button, small blind 2, big blind 5, and then 50. Sounds fun.
I didn't look.
25.
I love these mid-stakes cash games. These are my favorite to watch and commentate. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hanging out and joining me while I do it. You guys jump in the chat. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from, who you're pulling for in this game. Let me know what's up. Pocket 6s versus the Jack 10 offsuit. Kyle flopping the open ender in position. He's never checking there. Kyle's from right here in Jacksonville. He plays at both locations. He's been on the stream a couple times. Russ turning the gutter ball. Looks like Kyle making top pair there on the river. Trying to make a believer out of Russ. Russ gets the bad news. Trying to bluff catch with the 2-6 good all the way to the river. Got a South Korea viewer in the house, Rigged VG. Cool. Thanks for joining us. What is it, breakfast time there in South Korea? 12 hours?
That's when I do a $20 bomb.
I don't know what that means.
Fort Myers in the chat. Cool. I like Fort Myers.
Until after the flop.
First, that's about the, yeah.
But everybody's got me in. Everybody doing it?
I'm doing it now.
You just check it.
We can do it now, or we can do it
Look,
later.
money's already trying to go to
Stuggs from Brooklyn tuning in, watching the chat. Cool. Thanks for watching.
No,
What's it says 239 all day. What's 239? Where's that at?
Hopefully we're all good. We're all good.
I'm not going to Google it. You're going to have to tell me. Think GTO, what do you want them to raise to 1K? I see it in the chat. What do they need to raise? The 2.5 max, is that what you're talking about? Raise the 2.5 max to 1K?
I think they should put that and then play it on
Southwest Florida. Oh, cool.
the action 3 would be awesome.
Oh, cool. Cape Coral. Yeah, I know where that is. Oh, Rig VG, 8:30 a.m. It's 7:30 p.m. here, so you guys are 13 hours. Cool. Looks like we got a 9-way bomb pot, $20 pre. Jeff flopping 3 of a kind here. Nobody with the diamond draw. Looks like he's going to take it down. Bet and take it. I don't think anybody can call him.
Good strategy. Stealing? What do you mean stealing?
Should have shown the other one.
The quad?
Oh, GTO, I see what you're saying. Yeah, in Jacksonville here, we've got the 800 max. 2.5 is an 800 max.
All in. $300. I got like 5 callers. I didn't look at my cards.
So Crick City is first on the list, guys. He wasn't here on time when we started the game, so we got him first up. As soon as we lose a player, we'll get him in. If I could, I'd make it 10-handed, but we don't have 10 card readers on the table, so wouldn't do any good. He's first up. He'll be first one in the game as soon as we lose someone. Mo's Manor in the chat. Hey, man, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Kick a guy off. All right, whoever is the least action player is getting booted. So far, it might be seat 5. I don't know if he's played a hand yet.
He's not in the hand, it's more relaxed.
A little less tension. That's your nemesis.
5-way action to the flop. King 7 suited. In second place, Kyle with King Queen. Kyle leads out for 80. Corey coming along with middle pair. 4 of the 5 going to take a turn card. Corey picks up a little bit more equity there on the turn. Turn a gutter ball. Oh no, that's incorrect. He hits that 5. It's going to give Ship at a higher straight. Ship it picking up a gutter ball to go with his top pair, and he's got the button. Kyle folds the best hand. Almost 1,000 in the middle here.
Sixes? Oh, shoved all in bad sixes.
Corey betting about half pot here on the river, making it look like a value bet. Doesn't work. Gets called by a better hand. Oh. Kiss that 450 goodbye. Elkhart, Indiana. Cool. Thanks for tuning in.
I thought you guys were a lot tighter. I forgot how Rob played.
Do they pay anybody, stake anybody to play here? Honest
Not
question.
that I know of.
You just want to know if everyone's got their own money.
Right, exactly.
This is getting a little iffy now, Frank.
We play together down in Naples.
Fort Myers area going hard in the chat.
And top pair is always good. Top hand.
I like it. It's cool. This game's fun.
It's like, you're gonna be the only one. It's like Palm Beach. 900 trucks over 80 tracks.
I can't believe I just played.
With 90% of the money in the world.
Six folds.
Right?
Dubai has a little more.
There's a lot down in Naples.
No, Naples too, Palm Beach, you bet.
No, I know. I've been to Dubai.
Kyle waking up with 2 jacks again. This time he's going to bump it up. Last time he just limped. This time he's going to bump it up.
I do, I just call. Until I did get somebody to drive, the chain drives a lot.
Kyle,
you
come
look-
to see me soon.
Yes. Thank you.
Corey flopping the open ender with the old 7-6 offsuit.
South Philly has more money than.
I don't know who asked me for it. I think you wanted food.
Kyle bets 85 into about 110. He probably could have sized up a little bit there to get some of them out of the pot. I don't think 85 is enough. Gets quickly called by the open ender. 2 cards to come. Ooh. That's not the best. That's the one jack you don't really want to see. 2 diamonds on the board and a caller behind you. Ooh. Nice turn. I'm sorry, nice river. Jack's full for Kyle. If he checks here, Corey might bluff at it. He also might lose some value.
Did you,
Kyle rips it and takes down the pot. Jack's full of 5s.
I
Good.
just stopped there for a minute, I had some business, and I got now. I don't like the taste at all. That's really like, but I don't like the taste at all.
I was on my way back from India.
Oh, there's a great trip, India and Dubai.
I lived there for a year and a half in India.
Charity work? No, serious, I'm not trying to joke.
No, I was in technology.
Okay.
C2's adding an 800 to the.
I'm sorry, what did you do?
Added 800.
Looks like Corey's the first one to go in the pocket there. Going for a little top off. I think GTO asking about the duration of the stream. We'll go pretty late. You know, we'll go to at least 11, and then if you guys are still hanging around, we'll go later. I told these guys I'll run it as long as they want.
get my Jenny's license. Thank you. Not to-
Corey gets the top off and comes in immediately with a raise. 10-7 suited.
It's right there.
Two bets,
Yeah, but
35.
they always take forever here. It's crazy.
And they don't have ginger hair like I have. Three more left. What the-
It is fun to have stuff to eat.
You want to wear something for the street?
They used to be sweet grown Jenny hair. It was really good.
Yeah, I remember.
This is the first hand we've seen Eric in the 5-seat play. Pocket fours.
I just stopped coming to thinking about money. I don't want to shoot any houses. That is 2 guys to play.
Yeah, we'll have to go back up to Philly during the football season.
Corey double barrels till he makes a pair.
Go hang out with him.
Gets there on the river.
Another private jet.
That's crazy.
215.
Me and Shane talked.
215 into a pot of about 300.
You guys think
That might get the job done.
won 5 things in their pocket months?
It was awesome. It was a great time.
Eric wouldn't have been surprised. He knows. We were going to
Poker's so easy. You just flop a set. Yeah, that's how you win. You just flop a set and then let the other guy pile the money in.
Even like when we did, we all played in the snow and shit. It was awesome. Gold Warriors game.
For the Warriors, yeah.
Corey getting some of it back. 10-7 suited. Opens.
It was nice, like,
Bet, bet.
super
Make a pair on the river.
enough to like make shit.
Bet till you make a pair.
Andre the Deal.
And then bet some more.
Nate, who never gets out. They said, Nate's wife will never let him out. I said, she finds out it's me. So,
Yeah, it was awesome.
Six raises 10. 7 balls. Four players. Eight checks.
Looks like a four-way straddle pot here.
Yeah, I got some sushi.
Nathan in the 6th seat turns the nut flush.
Nine bets 30.
So I haven't had anything to eat today. I know. I had a pack and a half from the golf course, and that's it.
couple shots should be the line.
I got some food coming. Thank God.
There's a bet. Nine checks.
Hey,
That's 100.
dragging them
Nine
hot.
folds.
Let's go.
He's about to.
First live stream.
He didn't give me anything to eat.
Right?
Nathan takes it down. Ace high flush.
He tried to
do that to
freak
Mike
me
all
out.
the time. I do that to Mikey all the time.
Good.
He's trying to
How we
break you
call
off.
this fight?
He's trying to break you off, man.
Still can't believe I let you win that hand.
King, queen, really? Oh my God, out of shot.
That's what I just told you I should have done.
Straddles in the 2-seat.
Your homie down there though, he's like a grinder, so I figured
He has his ways.
I see. When he said sixes, I was like, this man bullshit with king.
Check play. 3 folds. 4 raises 40. 5 folds. 6 folds. 7 folds. 8 folds.
Ship it picking up 2 kings.
9 folds.
Makes it 40 to go.
Corey coming up for your stack.
They'll call me too right now.
Nobody's saying 2 folds.
They'll call me with
I'm trying to get Curtis
right
chips
now.
over here. 9 checks. 2 checks. 5 of spades. Deuce of spades. 7 of diamonds. 9 checks. 2 checks. And 4 bets. 70. 9 folds.
Wow, Philly won that game. It was a close game.
Corey coming along one time with the ace-jack offsuit.
14 going into half start with the Golden State, like when Shane Tatum and ran down.
Two tricks.
In his sleep.
Oh, climax, no, which one?
Dude, they had like Philly cheesesteaks in the suite.
Shippett's two pair way good on the River Kings in sevens.
They were the
Where'd you
best
go?
in the
Where'd you
suite.
go?
Dude, we went to
Geno's and all that stuff?
yeah, all
Geno's
those.
wasn't that good, I went there
No,
too.
they sucked. And then we went to like the cool like low key places.
Underground spots.
Those
They're
ones were
good,
fire.
yeah.
The Crick fan base going hard in the chat. I guess he's here. I don't know who the guy is. I guess he's here. He's first up. He'll be in next.
Well, actually, that Cherry Hill Club was
Corey makes the call there with ace high.
We tell them like which place.
Pair of sevens, ace, jack, 5 makes the call. Poker Sean tuning in. What's up, man? How's it going?
We kind of just like started asking people that like we could tell like we're regulars in the
Say, hey, I don't want the Geno's. Where'd I go?
We like vlogged it.
How many
like,
cheesesteaks did you?
we probably had like 12 in 4 days.
Really?
We were there for 4 days and we probably had 12, 4 a day.
How many games did you make it to, Frank?
Whatever my brain is,
or whatever it is in my school. But there's a problem, I don't think anybody with my grandkids. Let's go, let's go.
I'm surprised you did.
I would go over 20.
I'm not saying I would go anywhere. I'm just saying I'm surprised you didn't.
No, I had
Pop off a little bit.
a big age.
We played in the hotel. We played 1-2 limit late at night, like until 4 o'clock in the morning every night, like 5 days. Last night, Frank probably won $400. Like 1-2 no.
It's a great site, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, you could use the iPad, you know, and do the flop and stuff. It was so much fun. We were just playing like with legit dollars, no chips. Like you put your dollar in and then like,
Old school, old school.
and, like the bartender just kept bringing drinks to our table. Like, it was awesome.
We used to play all those change poker games when we were like college and pros and quarters.
Yeah, when I first met Rob, he told me like all those like back in the day kind of things.
The good old days.
75.
You're mad when you lost like $1.50 on a hand.
350.
What are you?
Two 75 points.
I'm gonna cut that one out later. Let everybody know you got me.
Front row.
We got a big one going down here. The ace king versus the ace queen. All in from FX. All in and behind. Drawn pretty thin. Aces and trays with a king. Gonna take it. 2,100 in the middle. FX second one to go in the wallet for a reload. Russ scooping a big one there. David Journey in the chat. Dan Lee, I don't know if it's his birthday. I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
1,500.
I think it's a good table.
Gee, I gave you 300. Go
I need more
home.
than that. More than
Everybody pitched in $25.
I don't know. I need like 6.
Highest player on the
Craig's
table.
buying somebody's seat. Craig's trying to buy a seat right
15 is the
now.
max. And we have a
Actually, you can buy mine for $175. Give me back even.
Looks like we might be trying to sell a seat here.
You
to get the crick in the game.
I'll even pitch him on.
See if it works.
Seat two is about to lose more money.
See, sure, it's popping off.
We can come up with 3. Everybody have to do something. Okay, we'll try that. We'll try that route.
5 balls. 6 calls, 7 folds. 9 calls.
NBZY asking about running it twice. No, not in this game. This is the highest game that we run that you cannot run it twice. 5-10 no limit hold'em, you can run it twice. 5-10 pot limit Omaha, you can run it twice. Anything bigger than 5-10. 5-10 and above, you can run it twice. Any of our time games. This is a normal rate game, but any of our time games, we let them run it twice.
Bets, 125.
We got 2 players flopping aces and 7s with an 8. Eric in there with the ace queen. Only 11% equity in the hand. This pot might get big quick. Nathan just barreled 200 into what was already an $800 pot, and Kyle's never folding.
Yeah, you've been in Tampa. Huh? You been in Tampa?
I was back home.
Looks like you did pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good trip.
Yeah, man. You stayed for a week.
Yeah, I was there for a while.
Dang. At the Hard Rock? Look nice.
Kyle Robertson in the chat. Max buy-in for this game is 1,500. Our normal 2.5, it's 800. For the live stream game, we let them come in for up to 15.
You're in Tampa, right? Yeah, Tampa. Front row.
200 to 15. All right, going to showdown. Both players showing aces and 7s with a jack, and we're going to chop it up. On to the next one. All 4 aces were out. Eric from first to worst there on the flop.
Never know. At least I got 40 back.
You would have got paid. You moved the money. I pulled the big one. You would have got paid. You got me one.
A7 off. What you doing?
The Crick fan club there in the chat. I don't know if he's here. I just went out and took a look around. I didn't see anybody waiting to get in the game. He's first up on the list. I don't know if he's here.
Kurt play for a stack.
He might not be even in the game or in the building.
Kurt was about to play your stack while you were gone.
Justin Lesser in the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you ever want to jump in one of the games, just let us know. We stream twice a week.
You go all in, he folds. Huh? He folds, you go all in.
No, right there.
I only had 275. He basically put you all in?
I did. I thought about it.
I thought you,
I'll
it's
slow
getting
down.
deeper, he folds.
Huh?
Folds for
Right in the
500.
middle right here.
With that jack up there, yeah. But I didn't know he got the jack. Maybe you pumped the brakes too.
You didn't pump him too hard. He didn't pump him too hard. Let me pump this down so you can leave you a quarter. He wants to have your Uber ride home.
I know if he went all in, I knew I was in trouble.
5 folds. 7 off in the air.
500 or 1,000. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Like I said, our normal 2-5 games are 800. All right, 5 ways to the flop.
He started winning now. He needs to shows God.
Queen 7 offsuit getting there. Flopping the best hand. Got a couple of straight draws in there, middle pair. Justin Lesser in the chat asking about the table, this RFID table. I know they're really expensive. We had to have it specially made. There's sensors in all of those squares. There's RFID sensors in each one of those squares, and that makes it pretty expensive. I don't know exactly how much it cost, but
Sounds good.
Yes.
That wasn't terrible. That wasn't a lot. Split a big one.
Yeah, that's no fun. And there's no winner. You know?
Especially with the big one. It's the small one. That big pile.
Thank you. C2's adding 100.
You guys golf a lot in Naples. I just called a guy. His brother runs all the greens. At, I don't know which one. It's a big one. It's a famous one. So.
we got some requests to get Crick in the game. I mean, like I said, he's first on the list. We just can't, can't kick anybody out of the game. Somebody wants to get up or sell their seat or whatever.
He's gonna come visit me.
But no, we can't make anyone leave the game. That wouldn't be fair.
There is the 5th and the 6th, but then I'll leave 6 at night because I have a doctor on 7. But if we play poker, play golf, see Naples.
Your wife let you do all this shit? It's gonna cost me a fortune, trust me. I just signed it for $7 million over 10 years. Should have shot it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Me and Eric are on the same page.
Microphone beaten up.
Oh, God, there's a microphone. I read a comic column.
Oh, shit.
This is like on the news tonight.
You better hope she makes it.
Man confesses on poker stream.
Hey, he better hope she lives for a long time.
Frank, you're from up north, aren't you?
Hey, you think?
Oh, he's from Pennsylvania.
I was born in Camden.
Not for Diego.
New
I told him
New
New
York,
York,
yeah, outside of
Yeah, I told him.
Camden, where they don't even have a police department anymore.
It was great when I was a kid, though.
All right, 3 players to the turn. FX, turning that middle pair, trying to get an open ender. Turns the middle pair. He's first to act with the check. Ships it over to the solution.
Also, I screwed up.
Top pair, bad kicker. And Corey's in there with bottom pair. He doesn't want to see his ace.
driving that truck.
I could take a G.
I was about to say, you got drink gas in that pickup.
I'm good.
And wear them tires down.
Fold. 7 calls.
King.
Nice kicker, Mike. Saw you
The only place in
King 4 good for an $85 call on the river. The solution and the 1 seat takes it down.
Shane found his seat, Rob.
Ready?
GT Jack, thanks, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. I heard you ran pretty deep this past week.
Over there. Like,
You want to do it? Alright, start holding the button.
GT Jack, did you guys chop the bubble? Is that what I heard? Almost got there in the main, huh? Chop the bubble? I think that's what I heard.
I'd pull kings right now. Kings right now.
Sean, I don't think it was a voluntary chop. I think if they chopped the bubble, they both busted at the same time, same hand. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I thought I read that somewhere. Yeah, you can't voluntarily chop the bubble.
This is what you've been waiting for. Bases loaded, bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was just like a rub.
I just stepped in the batter's box with this thing. We're not rounding first
Don't
or
strike
second
out.
yet.
As long as you don't say golf course, Mike will be okay.
Oh, the queen. You got lucky.
Let it be all the do a bomb.
Watch it later.
Same difference. Actually, I like these two already.
You were calling me out 1 2 cards. Very good stuff.
I had 10 in the middle.
Please just stick to that.
Come after my $10.
What are you up to? 300? Something. You didn't try to make a move on TV. Wonder. Alright, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Wait.
The worst part about the worst part about this is you're the reason I'm staying, and now you're the.
All right,
But it's so
quick dealer change, and we're on to the next one.
I'll take it.
We can just get up and
Actually, that's your chance to book on him tonight.
You guys want the crick in the booth? I don't think I can make that happen.
Take this
$200, $200, 15-minute break.
I think I heard him talking about he might be in the game soon. I think I just heard somebody talking about leaving.
You guys playing Naples, bro?
She weighs 50.
D-Moon, run 10-handed. I would if I could, man, but we only have 9 sensors for the cards. The table's already built. There's not enough sensors to run 10-handed. That's why when we run final tables, we final table 10-handed into a 9-handed table. There's a final table bubble and then another final table bubble.
Chemicals rattle.
Not many.
He raises 35.
Normally like 30.
Call. 4 call. 5 call. 6 call. 7 call. Sugar green?
Lot me a gut shot.
Jet. Move your cards around just a little bit more, please. 5 players.
Are they heavy?
What is it? What you got?
A lot of paint on them?
Three check, 4 check, 5 check. 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 3 check. 4 check. 5 check. 6 bets, 25.
Long suit.
Pocket 8's getting there on the turn. Queen high straight.
You guys are eligible for the high hand too.
He don't even know that,
That's
did he?
So they don't spin the wheel.
Sometimes they do. They haven't in a little while though.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, they had the wheel the other one last night.
They do.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune.
Actually, starts in the small
So
line.
crazy coming playing in, they had like a $200 high end in Orangeport.
Eight ball, nine.
But they do the bad beat game. It's just a little different. I'd rather have a higher.
He
high
rose from the dead.
Four, raise to 30. 5 full, 6 full, 7 full.
Thing's playing 2-5.
8 full. 3 players.
Oh, table.
8 checkers.
He's in the 7 yeah.
Shane's been banned from best bet.
7 full.
He's been banned from best bet after last night.
Already got pretty drunk last night.
Yeah,
Shane and Tony.
Tony was falling out.
Tony's from Philly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I told him. I said, don't embarrass me.
He had a girl take him and Tony back to the hospital.
Roommate.
Yeah, Angel.
Right.
He really is his roommate? I was convinced it was a certain moment.
He had another roommate. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous. She was.
Raise.
Well, not the young guys, but
But yeah.
she's like 43. What's still inside?
Mr. Serious down there. Go down.
All right, Rob. I guess I'll see
Hey,
you on the
speak.
5th. My last hand. Your boy's buying it.
Travel on the 2 seat.
Paying a pretty penny for it.
Looks like Kyle just said it might be his last hand. You guys might be getting your wish. We might get this Crick player in the game. We'll see what happens. See if he was bluffing.
I'm just going to play a normal table. Oh, yeah. I forgot this day. I'm surprised you didn't go there.
I was going to, but I didn't do this shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. I got enough for the numbers.
10 to call.
That's so Philly, but it could.
Raise is 60.
I know.
All right, boys. Good luck.
Good luck to you, 25.
All right, Rob. Hopefully your turn here runs it up, man.
Get it, brother. Keep stuff.
Heads up.
There he is. The main event's here.
Rob.
That's 65. 7 calls.
All right, here we go. Looks like your boy's taking a seat. Hopefully, hopefully we're going to see some action.
That's 100. 7 calls.
King eye. King eye. No fair. No fair.
Nines.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he just set his backpack down and walked off.
Dead button.
Either way, Kyle's gone. Got a new player coming in the 9th seat. My name's Dustin.
Small mid.
We're about an hour into the stream. Let's see if I can pull up the chip counts for you guys so far. Here we go. Ship it up almost a grand. Corey stuck a little over 15. Corey, the big loser. Ship it, the big winner so far. We still got a lot of stream left, though. Russ right behind him, up just over 9.
5 raise, 25. 6 call. 25. 7 call. 8 full.
Stella, there in the chat. It looks like Kyle got up there from the 9th seat.
1 raise. 135. 2
All right, 3 ways to the flop. The Solution putting in a big 3-bet there with Ace King and coming up with a big brick. King 9 suited, out flopping the Ace 6 and the Ace King.
Sorry, I have a list. Counts that work. So it's good, right?
How's the hand, Frankie?
Really? That's good.
I like it.
Like,
Senor Frank.
All right, looks like we got, I guess we got your boy there in the 9 seat. Crick City, I guess, taking a seat there in seat 9. He's in the game. Looks like he might have come in for the max. 15 is the max in this game. Carlos Deza in the chat asking about a 5-5 crazy pineapple. I don't know. I'll bring it up. We have the we could do it with the software. If we had enough players, I mean, I don't see why not. Sounds fun. Pineapple's kind of boring to watch though because you have to. Everyone gets a card and then you have to go through the whole discard. It kind of takes a while to deal. It's not that fun. 10-handed, yeah, they did a bomb pot earlier. They'll probably do another one, I'm assuming. Oh, actually, I thought they were doing one now. They're not. They did one earlier. Yancey Eaton, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, man. Cool. Glad you're here.
Table's folded. They said unbelievable. You did. Wait till you're golfing, Rob. Clubs blow up. I hope you play at the course with one of the guys.
That's so funny. Last time we played, he was using like a rental set. Right. He hit it, and the top of the club just flew further than the ball did. It was crazy.
I caddied for so long, I'll never go. Because I fish.
Okay.
Who's your golfer? Chevy Chase? No, I caddied at Ronnick Golf Course, Flat Arc, everything in Pennsylvania, Ronnick.
Do you go out deep from?
Deep sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no more. It's
You like an inland now?
yeah, I have to. It's when you get older, you just can't do the sailfish and the marlin.
I get it, man.
Although I have a sailfish on my, whatever you guys call it, on your cell phone.
I Oh, nice.
caption picture. But
One call, 2 calls.
no, we won the Islamorada Sailfish twice, and I fished all over the world.
Bye, Claire.
We were on, the Weather Channel had something about fishing. It was us.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
That's cool, man.
Fucking right.
596.
Is it your boat or did you go on a charter?
One check.
I donated my boat. I had it. Do you know about boats?
Yeah, well, a little bit.
Okay, when Tierra Yachts built their first open boat, it was called a Tierra, and I had a 35-foot open Tierra with twin Volvo catchers in it and all that. When I got here in Jacksonville, didn't go waves, no nothing. It's like, not like Jersey.
That's all.
And Blue Water's easy to get to, but you have to be in St. Augustine. I just donated it to Lions Club. Cost me like $480,000. Hey,
Good thing you're rich, right?
my family's rich, not my parents' family.
You work-
That's always funny to me. He knows us, right? No, I had the business.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you do a lot of
I do.
distribution.
I do. I just have, my goal is I have to take care of it. Or I wind up with fish. So,
How many phone calls do you take a day? And not much anymore.
no, not anymore. My son Ryan, now he's
Oh,
out of
that's
prison.
right.
Yeah, he takes it and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Twice.
Yeah.
There's only 2 males in my whole family that never went to prison. Well, in America, I did second, but
Nice. How's Ryan doing now? You good?
he'll be back here. You know, old Ben, those two are like this. I mean, Ben's like 90 or something. I don't know. You know, Ben,
Yeah, old Ben.
I said, Ryan, I said, Dad, your friends, I mine.
Oh my God.
He's going to China for the last time in September, and he's going to give it to his cousin. So,
Give what?
all China. And we do, in China, I have no tariffs because they don't tax anything. If they don't produce it, you don't have to pay a tax.
Oh, cool.
If they produce it, you do. So we just lost probably $4 million in cigarette coatings on all the cigarette packs. We had all the gloss and all the cigarette packs. Ryan said, Dad, we're not paying the tariff. Sure did. Do whatever you want. It's matter. Yeah. But nobody watches it, right? Yeah, right.
All this together, but you know about stuff, faking a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Hanson's concerned.
That's why you should drink your calories.
That's all.
All right, guys, jumping back in. Lori Richardson in the chat asking where is it being held? We are on a 15-minute delay live out of Jacksonville, Florida. Best bet Jacksonville. We got Crick in the game there in the 9 seat. I don't know if he's played a hand so far. What's going on there, guys? All right, button straddle here from Eric. They're in the 5 seat. The game snugged up a little bit. Oh, we did see a hand. All right, here he is. Get in there with the ace-jack offsuit, making it 40 to go. Under the gun +1. He gets a bunch of folds. Picks up the straddle and the blinds. Gary asking about the brand. I don't know. I think it's one of their brands or something. I don't know what it is.
It's a nice pitch.
Looks like we got an under the gun straddle this hand. It's going to be 10 to go. Happy yellow ball in the chat. Yeah, the 5 seat's been pretty snug. We got a 3-bet out of the Crick there with 2 jacks. Getting called by Queen Jack under the gun. Looks like this hand's going to go 3 ways to the flop.
That's our weight. I would never bet his weight.
In increments of 5. Call.
Now we got call buster. That's good.
Queens and aces with a jack.
First, whatever one. See what you first.
What are they, 10 out?
Yeah, every time. But you can tell from the end.
Of course. That's why I have no weight. Many scars.
Nice hand.
I thought I was donating to you after a minute.
Nah.
Boy, y'all are lucky. Just a big one.
Oh, you still up? Just listen double up. Mikey hit bingo. Pretty quick.
I know the feeling you got me twice last time.
He has his ways.
Frank, what are you doing over there, Frank?
Hey, Billy.
I seen Billy over there, I said, oh shit, where the hell is Frank here? I didn't know come over here.
Front and center.
Don't leave, I need to see you.
Us Magars have to hang out together. You know that? Yeah. So, good to see you.
There, don't leave, don't leave, it's soon.
No,
You
relax.
been a while?
I'll see you later.
All right.
Later in the week. Russ Lobson. Yeah, Bill.
Jumping right back in, guys. We just saw Crit get it in there with 2 jacks. Queen high board. He went straight to the back for a reload. Next hand. Looks like we're going to go 5 ways here in a 3-bet pot.
No accident, no nothing.
Ship at the initial razor. Gets bumped up by Eric there in the 5 seat with the King Jack suited. Looks like we're going 3 ways. 3 ways to the flop here.
Oh, so
Eric put in the 3-bet there pre-flop, flopping the best hand and getting after it. Eric puts in the 3-bet with the worst hand, flops top pair, takes it down. Playing his image a little bit there. If you guys are just tuning in, we're watching 2-5 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack Cash. Live on a 15-minute delay out of Best Bet Jacksonville. My name's Dustin, and I'll be here with you all night.
Now it went very well, I understand.
We got some South Florida boys here in the house in the game. Ship It and Company. We got Crick City there in the 9 seat.
Just, I need the golf course in Naples that is brother.
Rookie of the year.
42.
Corey waking up with a real hand.
He's got 42. Number 42. They're up 1-0.
Makes it 30 to go.
What's it, just me and you? All right.
Arsenal Ari in the chat. We're going to run the stream as late as these guys want to play. We'll run it for a while. We'll run till at least 11, and then we'll see where we're at then. Whoa, big flop for Jeff. Jeff coming along with the 10-5 suited. Flops the open ender with the flush draw. Can't get his chips in fast enough. Whoa, Jeff bricks everything, ends up with 1 pair there on the river. Still a scary run out for 2 kings.
Listen, you'll see it on TV.
Corey takes it down. 2 kings, good. He has no idea how many outs he dodged there. Jeff flopped the open ender with a flush draw with 2 cards to come. Bricked everything.
I hit the pair on the river.
Guns in the chat. Yeah, how did he miss all that, right?
I wasn't at the old game. I could have got 85. He's not calling. No, I'm a river.
Soliciting pressure on you.
Eric in the 5 seat. Looks like a straddle pot. Waking up with the ace jack suited. Just coming in for the 10. Trying to get a little trappy. Happy yellow ball. TMOS, the too many outs. Yeah, for sure. Looks like it folds around to the Crick City in the 9 seed, who makes it 50 with Queen 10 offsuit.
Seven altogether.
No, he's real good.
Any other coffee, cocktails?
Because there's another app called Faith. It's different. Good actor, but it's not like Franklin. Called Purple.
Poker God asking about the 2 kings. Yeah, 2 kings were good. He dodged 1 million outs. Jeff ended up with a pair, 1 pair on the river. 2 kings were good. Crick City getting it all in again. Queen 10 offsuit on the 5-5-5 4 deuce board. Eric makes a flush on the river. Could he have total air here? That's the only thing Eric can beat. Total air ball.
Where are you?
That's the shirt you should have worn.
Michael. How you doing, you Irish criminal? Good to talk to you. What golf course does your brother,
7 years,
the hideout? All right, thank you. Talk to you soon.
Could that be considered like a premeditated experience?
Arsenal, that would be a sick call.
Guys, it's called the hideout.
I mean,
You heard of the hideout, Corey? The hideout, the golf course.
Maybe you should.
We'll go check it out.
Is that the ex-wife you're talking to? Who is that?
Yeah, that's my buddy. So, yeah.
what a sick spot.
Record everything.
We already got your confession.
Looks like Crick might have overbet the pot, too. It looks like there's only about 500. There's 1,600 in the pot. He bet 11 of it. So it looks like he made a 2x pot size bet there on the river. Gets one through. That might get him almost back to even.
I don't know, I was,
Hey, I
I heard they were joking about it, and said, there was a joke that said, like, practice was so good and all.
Crick takes one down. Queen 10 offsuit. Good.
I thought I did it.
That was his good friend.
The buttons in it too. And we have a button strap.
Crick City getting one over on Eric. Eric folded the nut flush on a pretty bad board. He's not going to be too happy to figure out that ace high alone was good there.
Highest strikeout rings. Mets are good. And they're bullpens. The Mets should win the
The
series.
thing is, they got 17 of the last 23 at home.
Come on, Mets or Cubs?
The Mets.
Yeah, I like Mets. I like Mets. In this
They
series.
got, and they finish off with 4.
I'm
Their
not
last
catching
7
Cubs.
games,
Cubs suck on the road.
their last 7 games were 4 against Miami.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 are
Whatever you want,
against
brother.
Atlanta's not playing
If they
anybody
win this
last
series
week.
against Cubs, they shorten that gap.
You get that extra
I think they're behind Cubs 2 games, so if they win 2,
That Schmedia back.
Yeah, because Washington's going to get the first wild card.
We gotta cut the sleeves off and wear the
So
gym.
it's between
We're allowed to get
the
rid of
Mets,
Cubs are getting
Milwaukee,
knocked out.
Chicago, St.
Cardinals.
Louis. One of those.
Oakland.
No, they're in the other division. The other league.
Both players connecting with the flop here. Shipit gets the best of it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a. It was supposed to be a stream about little.
Yeah.
Shipit coming along with the best hand.
Is it locked? 15 minutes ago. All right, I'm gonna slow down and think about this. 'Cause he's almost flat.
I know his name.
What's your name, man?
Russ.
Russ?
He's quiet tonight.
Reverend Russ.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
The Reverend.
Flush coming in on the river. Both players check. Flush and the straight gets there on the river. Both players check. And ace, queen, good.
Oh, you called.
Shipit scoops the pot.
Oh, well, you got the chips. He said I give up, so I thought that meant show full. I was eating my food.
Definitely does go about 11 o'clock tonight. Where's that going?
Said you were overseas then?
Small blinds.
Baltimore is up 2-0 or Washington right now? It's a blind league.
Snowman in the chat. Which one's your dad?
Six raises, 15.
The minister's coming in.
This time, Nathan with the ace, queen offsuit under the gun.
You see, it looks like a Royal for $1 billion.
You made him.
Runs into the ace, queen suited from Rust. Putting in a 3-bet to 75. 5x raise. Crick City can't get his chips in fast enough with king, queen offsuit.
They're gonna say, this dude had ace queen and he didn't raise him one time. He's a nigga.
He said I don't want to see all the chatter.
I lost 1,500 today with ace queen.
The chat's listening to my text.
Eric coming in there with the 2 6s. Nathan with the ace, queen. FX with the jack 5 suited.
Jump in this hand.
We're going 7 ways pre-flop in a 3-bet pot.
Time would be young Nits.
Let's spice it up.
75?
Looks like jack 5 in the lead here.
And then you got 700 plus interest.
We had even had our little.
I'm gonna deal with it. Yeah, we have.
Me and Corey had a little.
We had one. I told him the winner is here. Oh yeah,
It's nice, isn't it?
we got 175.
With what?
I know I had the best hand.
You sure?
I had middle pair. Or second pair. We'll find out. 175 on the river.
Would you call, knowing what you know now, would you call now? Would you go back and call?
Crick City picking up the open-ender on the turn.
Folded because I was folded.
Looks like he's going to bump it up. Makes it 600 maybe? Yeah, makes it 600 to go. Putting the pressure on him.
10 times and asked me that question 10 times. I
FX ripping it, giving it right back to Crick City. Crick City's got a lot of outs, though. His kings and his queens are both good.
I don't know.
3 minutes, 60.
Happy yellow ball. They don't know about Frank in the chat. They think they do, but they don't know.
We need you in here. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit, there he is. Come get in camera with all that gear on.
Huh?
Looking all sexy.
He said, come get on the camera.
No, he brought me there. Leave him alone.
Nice one. We wouldn't have that 5 in a row.
5 in a row?
5 in a row straight.
No.
But this is
Fuck that one.
FX taking it down. They don't know about FX in the 7th seat. They think they know, but they don't know.
Run 5. I don't know what the hell that meant.
You want to run it 5 times, right?
At least.
minimum.
I like that though.
I like
Happy yellow ball. That I don't care money.
nothing to do with that.
Oh, I messed that one up. Potentially won
I
all
could've got a
chips.
9.
Had I seen the
They don't want none of that.
Can we go back and I just call?
Then we play out the pair. Draw better, you're good.
Or if I take a pair and
FX has been playing this game longer than most of these guys have been alive.
if I just hit a pair and put it straight and then call it river.
Scoop's a big one. Unfortunately, he lost a big one earlier. That one might get it. It might get him back to even.
That's your birthday, actually.
Crick City took a big hit there.
You guys too fast for me.
Up, correct. 2 raised, 25. I thought you said 1 time for a second.
Must have those chips.
4 balls, 5
They're about to get dusted straight off.
6 balls,
I want to go back in time and just call.
25 to ball.
I never go back in time.
These have a 10 at best holes.
Calling is no fun.
I know. It always seems like a
That's
lot.
right, pushing's better.
Yeah, exactly.
I did?
Yes, you did.
I saved 200 though.
You found me $75, that's why I tipped you well. Thank
I thought I got more out of it too late now.
you.
I was like, oh shit. But it turns out I saved 200. Or maybe I shoot fall off it.
Check.
Is that game full, Miss Deb, in it? Thank you, sir.
That's 40.
Go get him, Frank.
I'm not aggressive. Unless somebody bet me, they would call it.
Man went in for
No,
$1,200.
they bet me first.
First.
Sideways.
Check. Eric's the cup for me.
Looks like King High might still be the best hand here. Yeah, King High in the lead. FX gets there on the river. 10-9 good.
Everyone else doing okay? Food or drink?
Here, you know what? You deserve a good tip. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you, sir.
Blondie.
Waitress Lisbon.
I thought I heard one. Any other food or drink?
Anybody else wants a drink that I'll buy it.
What's that, your drinks?
If you drink a double Jameson, I will.
He said I'm here.
Any other drink?
Dan, did I take you?
You did. Thank you again.
Nathan, why do I keep hearing chips whispering my name? Chips keep whispering my
Oh,
name.
that's great.
9 raised.
Where's that one?
Quietly on it.
They missed one.
They're a little quiet over there.
Is it 12?
75. 4
First time on stage. He's got stage fright.
Not getting any
Top dog.
Not guessing.
I'm top dog.
Looks like we might be losing another player. Might have an open seat coming up momentarily.
No, this is a good story. He moved to for a neighborhood from like some southern hick town or some shit. His first name was Reed. So he got a motorcycle. We get rocks and throw them for the motorcycle. So he said, "Hey guys, I'm going to be top dog. Go forward like 12 years."
You guys are just tuning in. We're watching 2-5 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stacked Cash.
Yeah. He just died about 2 years ago.
You know him personally?
Like, he lived down the street.
We got the Ship It Boys from South Florida. A couple of local regs. And me, your commentator, Dustin Shacklock.
Dome back.
No way. You guys are nice. You got a higher kicker. You guys are clean. I'm screwed over which way.
Take care of the chop card.
Wait, watch out.
Nine shuttle.
Top dog, that's the day. That's what you think. It's the largest prostitution ring in Philly.
I'm going to show you top